And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Kassarian, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play series. So what are we doing today, guys? Well, we're going to get organized. Wait, me? Organized? Mr. Kassarian? Yep, we're getting organized. And to do that, we're going to make ourselves a clipboard from Bibliocraft. Can I make it? Nah. Do I have any reeds? Sugarcane. There we go. Sugarcane, if you'd be so kind. I'm sorry, was it like this? Yes. Awesome. Alright, so we'll put that back. We'll pull that out. Get a pressure plate. And we get ourselves a clipboard. Now the next item I want to make is a desk, and I'll show you why. Oak desk, please. Can I make one of these? Kind of. Just make 64, please. Nope. Nope. Still nope, because I don't have the torch. Try that again. Oak desk. Awesome. Now, I'm going to just put the desk. I don't have an office yet, so we'll put it right over here. Alright, so what does the clipboard do? Well, if I open it, I have a to-do list. So let's say to-do recording. Alright, so I want to expand my frame quarry. I want to build a tank room up here on the airship. We want to get automatic fuel production. We want to move our bees to the airship. I want to make aluminum for the solid fuel boiler. And I want to get another miner running. Let's do travel to the end, which requires a tinker's bow. I want to kill the wither. And I want to build a wither skeleton farm. Okay. So what are we going to be doing today? Oh, right, one more thing. I can actually put this on the desk and just right-click on the desk to open it up. Nice. So what are we going to do today then? We're going to be expanding our mining system. So we're going to need a bunch of stuff for this. And I'm going to come back in a few minutes once I have it all put together. Alright, so we're going to make a new block called a mana battery. Oops, can't make that. I need some arcane ash, arcane compound, which I should have right there. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And let's just chunk that in there, please. Alright, so I should be able to make that mana battery anytime this month. There we go, mana battery. And I'm also going to need a lever. Which I can get like this. And a lever. Okay, I'm not ready to make the next thing yet, which means I need to add something to my to-do list, which is build an essence refinery. Okay, so I will meet you guys down at the mining head, and we can talk more there. Alright, so here we are down at the frame head. And we are going to start working right over here. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start putting in our new terrain smashers. And I'm not going to have nearly enough, but this at least gives me an idea of how many I will need. Because the idea is that I want to be picking up some dark iron ore. Now, I haven't checked... Okay, so I need another, what? 2 levels of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on, it's notepad time. So, on the bottom, I need 2 levels of 7 plus another 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 4. And that is 14, so I need 18 more on the bottom. And then to get the top to where I want it, thank God these things don't hurt. I haven't expanded up this high yet, have I? On either side. No. No, I need another 1, 2, 3. I need another 3 levels of 7. And that's 21. So total, I need 39. Okay, that's good because that gives me a general idea of what I need to do going forward. Now to start the building. All right. So the base of this thing is going to be down here, right? Right. Do I want to do this yet? Let's do part of it, all right? So I'm going to turn off my jetpack here. And we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we are actually going to put... Is it 3 by 3? We'll put our chalk down. Let's do it out one more. Let's put our chalk down there. Okay, got it. So I need a little bit more space. Ooh, that's Greek. Can I read that? Yeah, that makes no sense. Sorry, I actually know ancient Greek, so as soon as I saw that, I'm like, wait a second, how have I not noticed that before? I'd actually have to write it down and parse it if I wanted to figure out what it is. So if you guys thought that we were building ourselves one of these things, you'd be entirely accurate. I just forgot something, which is that I need to do that, and that. And then we go that, and that. And that. And yes, we're using gold, not diamond, because I'm cheap that way. And that. And we are charging now. Okay, good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this out just a wee bit more. Alright. And we're going to take our mana battery that we made, and we're going to shove it right there. Okay. Charge level 0%. Alright, fine. So now... what is it? Crystal wrench, I believe? And let's link that with that. Okay. And now we need our Magitech staff. Oh, right. We need to put a lever on it so it charges. Like that. Magitech staff. I think it has to be above a certain amount before it'll actually start charging, and that's fine. Okay, so now we're going to extend this just a wee bit more. And yes, I remember that I'm going to put more focus matrices on this thing. Okay, so now that we're over here, this is where we'll build our gateway. And if you don't know what a gateway is yet, don't worry, we'll get there. I don't have the materials for it quite yet. Alright, so let me go get the rest of the terrain smashers and install them, and I will be right back. Alright, so I've done some of the stuff I wanted to do. This stuff's mostly all in place now, but I need to move everything back a little bit. And rather than knocking out this wall, I'm probably just going to move this thing forward a couple blocks. Just to make sure nothing crashes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually move it off camera, and I'm going to do a world backup before I do that. So I will be right back. Alright, so that idea of doing a world backup was a really good one. I just crashed, and I'm trying to isolate the cause of it. So let's try... I don't have an axe. Let's pull this up, because I'm not certain if this is the issue. Let's fill this bloody thing. Oh, right, I put a vacuum hopper here. It can suck up experience, and it's outputting that experience into an ender tank. Because these terrain smashers actually drop experience when they mine stuff. So let's try this. You know what? Let's pull this up. And now... Okay, I thought I just crashed again for a second. Let's go into... I'm going to go into cheat mode and get myself some white chalk. Oops. Okay, that's a little creative. It's not letting me. That's interesting. Very interesting. Alright. I'll be back once I figure this out, guys. So, apparently my NEI is broken. Well, we'll have to figure that out later. Alright. Probably restoring for backup all these times. Wait, did I... No. Oh, those are the autonomous activators. Alright, so I've removed all of the... all of that. Let's see if this fixes it, alright? Cross your fingers. Hope for no crash. We haven't shut down yet. I'm not seeing any red lights coming on the side of my screen here. Alright, basic answer to previously asked question. This isn't working. I've stripped everything off of it except for the force manipulators and the autonomous activators. And it's just non-functional. Yeah, I don't know why. I do not have a single clue why this thing is refusing to operate correctly. But it is, and it's frustrating. So what we're going to do is we're just going to store everything here. We're just going to put everything away. We're going to store it. And we're going to come back to this at some point in the future. Great. Alright, so I will, I'll meet you guys back at the ship then. Alright, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen. If you've noticed, I've actually turned on the option on my Thaumonomicon to have everything as click to purchase. I'll explain this a little bit later, but basically I did this because all of my research data got reset when I had to restore from a backup. Actually, I didn't even really restore from a backup. I had to completely recover the world. So, yeah, I just have it set to this just because otherwise it's going to take a really long time to do everything that I need to do. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to make ourselves a bow because I need to recover this episode somehow. I've spent most of my time actually restoring backups and yeah, it hasn't been fun. Let's switch all this stuff out. Which I may regret in a couple minutes here. Oh, I know how I can get some magic. There we go. I will do all of the research. Like, literally, I'm doing all of the research right now. Okay, that's good. Maybe I can I research that? Well, that gave me next to nothing. Alright. No big deal. Can I get that now? No. Can I get magic tallow? Alright, that's fine. Can I just make some more magic? What is it? What is it? What is it? It's Potentia and Vacuous, right? I know I have more than enough Vacuous. Yeah, more than enough Vacuous, trust me. Okay, so we're good with that. We're good with that. All right. So now what are we going to do here? Well, that's a good question, because the first thing we're actually going to do, if I can find it somewhere here, is it under thaumaturgy or artifice? Yes, there we go. Okay, it's just some string and some wool. All right. Now, I have none of that down here. Oh my gosh, I'm so slow without my power armor on. How do I do this? Is it shift? Right click? Shift left click, right click, shift something. Is it with an empty hand, maybe? Ah, there we go. Let's swap this back. Shift right click, we're back in our power armor. Alright, let's get some string. Activate my jetpack. And we'll get some string and some wool, because we are going to redeem this episode somehow, guys. Seriously. Because this has been kind of silly. Alright, so let's turn that off. Alright, we're also going to need a couple of those blank patterns. I should really just have taught my ME system how to make those, shouldn't I? It's not the one with my ME system in it. This one is. And I'm going to need to figure out that NEI issue at some point, because I have no doubt that's going to be an issue for me. Was it stencil? Stencil or panel? I think it's stencil, isn't it? Or pattern, maybe? Yes, okay. Blank pattern. T-con. That's not going to work. Yeah. Do one of those. Remember that you have to get the correct version of wood and the correct version of the stick into your pattern builder before you just run off and start making stuff like that. For heaven's sakes. Encode. You know, it helps if I actually get the pattern out of the table there, doesn't it? Next. And I don't even try and organize this thing. Let's get some patterns. Let's get 10 of them. Start for me, please. Do I have any string in here? Yes, I do. Let's get some string. Do I have any wool in here? Yes, I do. Let's get some wool. And I have some paper on me, so that should be good. And let's see if we have those patterns ready. Yes, we do. Alright, so let's jump downstairs and let's get started with this. How much cobalt and ardite do I have? I have some cobalt ore, cobalt ingots. Ardite? Not enough. Not enough at all. Potatoes. Let's get a bunch of potatoes. And, because remember guys, we can actually ore double using the equipment we have downstairs from whatever that mod is called. Factorization. That's right. Factorization. Alright, so let's get over here. And let's get the first part of this done. Let's empty hand this. Shift right click. Thank you. Now, the first thing I need to do is come over here to the stencil table. Let's put that in there. Now I'm going to need an arrowhead, fletching, and bowstring. That's 3 material each. Okay, so I need to make the bowstring, which means I need those 3. You should be full. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So that's right. We're going to make the bowstring is actually going to be made out of, if I open up my part builder, we're going to make our bowstring out of enchanted fabric to get an enchanted bowstring. And then we're going to make, okay. Now I have to remember how to do this correctly. Because I have the enchanted bowstring, and then in the part builder, when I build the bow, I get 2 tool rods. So I need to say, okay, the first tool rod should be paper. Paper tool rod. Okay. The second tool rod, I think I'm going to try another paper one. If that doesn't work and I can't do 2 papers with it being reasonable, I'm also going to get something else. And let's switch back into our normal attire here. Thank you very much. Let's get our weapon back out. And let's jet. up here. Thank you very much. And let's see, do I have... Let me check what I have in my ME system here, because I think I should have... I have some slime, and I have some slime balls. Okay, that's... Thank you. Now, I need to make... Crap, what is it? Is it slime? Slime crystal, I think? Because it's a slime... It's T-Con. Tinker's Construct that I need to use for it. And I'm just trying to remember now how we do this. Because... Yeah, it's slime crystal, slimy mud, 4 slime balls. Okay. So let's do this. Let's do slime crystal, slimy mud, and let's get 2 of these. And let's put it on our electric furnace over here. Okay. And now hopefully, I'm going to make 2 tool rods out of slime. And hopefully this will work. Let me, while I'm also down here, let me get some... Ooh, I'm running low on nether quartz, aren't I? Yeah. So let me get some... What is this stuff called? Let me get some redstone. Okay. And you guys will see why. And I also need to get a RE battery. Thank you very much. Let me get a battery. And a normal circuit. And you guys will see why when we get down there. Suffice to say. So remember how I made this one with thaumium, which made it writable in part? So that's part of what we're doing here, is we are going to make ourselves some T-Con items. And I think today we'll only get to the bow. Because I think I'm about out of time on this episode, even by my 30-minute counter. So let's do this kind of quick, shall we? Part builder. Tool rods. Slimy tool rod. No, we don't need that. Second slime tool rod. Awesome. Part builder. Bow, please. So if I put that in, it'll be writable. Now if I do this, I get 6 modifiers. Draw speed, arrow speed. Okay. Arrow speed was low, times 0.4. But if I do this... Ooh. Much higher draw speed. Longer draw. Less draw. Short bow, enchanted, writable with 5 modifiers on it. If I did both out of paper, then the draw speed's lower, but the arrow speed's lower as well. Yeah, I think I want to go the mid route. I think I want to go a low draw speed, but a medium arrow speed. Or do I want to just do this? This gives me 5, but a higher durability. But durability doesn't really matter. If I do this, if I do this, if I do this, I don't know what I want to do. Extra writability 4. You know what? We're going to go for this one. We'll call it the Striker. Why not? Okay, so the Striker is enchanted. Now what are we going to do? Let's go back over to here, which is now in bow modification. Let's make it an electric bow. Now it should still... Okay, it has 3 modifiers remaining. So let's make it faster, shall we? Now this is the only weapon with that this works on. You should be able to see up in the top the draw speed is decreasing, right? And there we go. The draw speed, and we'll drop that draw speed a little bit more. We'll drop it down so it has 2 levels of haste on it. And between this episode and next, I'm going to be processing up some ardite and some cobalt to get some manilium. There we go. So we'll have a nice low draw speed. It'll be rechargeable, which is always a bonus for me because electric tools, and it kind of looks cool too. So this has been Mr. Kassarian. I want to thank you guys for watching. I need to figure out what that lag spike's always caused by. But yes, this has been Mr. Kassarian. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please give me a like, a comment, maybe even a subscription would be cool as well. I'm sorry we didn't get a lot done, but trying to hunt down that crash was a bit of a pain in the rear end. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Happy mining!